All right, what's going on, everybody? We are at halftime of the Cleveland Browns Jacksonville Jaguars preseason game. The Browns just got a pick six to go for the lead. So good play there by Martin Emerson. But what we're gonna do is I don't know who's all gonna join. Obviously we got Tristan here. Y'all know me and Tristan from the Browns Beat podcast. I'm here with Tony Battaglio as well, BAD. The rest of the guys are supposed to be on. They don't know how to work technology, and Cozy's 80. So, um, basically, what we're going to do here is we are just going to talk about our thoughts from the first half. So, I'm going to kick it off. One word that I would say to describe this game is just sloppy, all around sloppy. I think um, starting, it's interesting. Jamarcus Bradley's returning kicks. I found that very, very interesting. From the Browns, I've not seen anybody else back there yet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, sloppy start offensively. Injury to Nick Harris. That is not good at all. Not good at all. Ethan Pochitz so far has been playing a lot, so we'll see how he does. Um, 4 and out to kick things off, and then the Jags go down and score with a field goal pretty early, pretty easily. The Browns essentially bend but don't break. This soft zone defense from Joe Woods is absolute dog shit, and I stand by that. It's really I don't understand the lack of aggressiveness. And I want to bring up this point by Frank. Anthony Schwartz sucks. Anthony Schwartz should not make this team. I don't care. I don't care that it's preseason. I don't care. Oh, give him a chance. No, Anthony Schwartz is not a good football player. He's not. He doesn't deserve to be on this roster. He's not good. The Browns have got to go out and get more help at the wide receiver position. So we're going to add Cozy here. So just wrapping up on my side of things. Very bad start after the fumble. Jordan Elliott's got some pretty decent pressure so far. Given what we've seen from him last season, he's looked a lot better so far in this game. Trevor's had too much time when he was playing. Coverage got better as time went on. Again, like I said, Anthony Schwartz is terrible. Isaiah Thomas showed some flashes, and then wrapping it up for me, Jerome Ford is that dude. I mean, you talk about somebody who's come in and absolutely lit it up. I mean, a 41-yard run and then not kicked it in, but ran it in for the touchdown. I want to say it was like a 3-yard rush. So overall, in my opinion, sloppy, a little bit disappointed, obviously. And before I let you guys go, I'll just say this. Everybody's going to say Deshaun Watson's terrible. He did not have a good start for sure. But what I will say is the entire team was very sloppy. So, we'll see. But I'm going to let you guys go ahead. Tristan, why don't you take us next? What's your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I would say so. Actually, I want to start off with where you left off with Deshaun. I think whenever you're talking about a player who, has a lot of pressure on his shoulders coming into this game, and whenever you have somebody who hasn't played football in such a long time as well, there's going to be a lot of anxiety, and that's what we saw. We saw somebody who looked very anxious. He missed his first throw, which was a wide open throw. He overthought it clearly. Uh, it's something where I think it's just going to take him some time to wear off that anxiety, wear off that rust. And I'm not worried just because I know the talent that he has and the talent he possesses. Um, Moving on to, I guess, the defensive line. I think at edge, we're seeing a lot of guys that have potential. I like what I'm seeing out of Isaiah Thomas off the edge. I even think Isaac Rochelle
He's
looked
been
decent.
great. Yeah.
I think he's had some flashes, especially in the run game. Having somebody like Jadavion back there, not saying Isaiah, I'm not saying Rochelle's like Jadavion, but for what the skill set is, run defense from the edge. It's nice to have another person like that. So, Rochelle's definitely making himself look good right now. Um, you know, but that interior, it's,
It's rough.
the Jags, the Jags' interior offensive line isn't terrible. I would say it's one of their parts of their team where it actually doesn't need much work. I'd say they're about middle of the pack when it comes to the rest of the NFL. Whether you want to rank them anywhere from 15th to 20th, if that's fine for me. Plus, they signed Brandon Scherf, so that really throws things off. But I mean, early on in that game, like I that's when I took the time to really focus on when I was looking at defense on that defensive interior, and those guys just they weren't getting anything, and Elliott as the half went on started to look a little bit better, but I'm not too sure about the interior of the D line. It's definitely suspect. Anthony Schwartz. I've always been a fan of Anthony Schwartz as far as the potential he possesses, and I still believe he has a lot of potential. And while I'm not necessarily going to overreact and, at least in my opinion, overreact and say he doesn't deserve a spot on the team, I will say, this is a once-in-a-career opportunity for Anthony Schwartz right now. He really could put himself in the shoes that Will Fuller did when Deshaun first found Will Fuller, where, Deshaun found him twice wide open, hit him right in the hands, and
he drops
both of them. So like I like the skill set, I like the potential, but man, I mean, you want to talk about throwing away an opportunity. I mean, you're showing it. You're showing exactly why a lot of Browns fans have written you off, why a lot of Browns fans want another veteran receiver in here. And you're a third-round pick. You have to be better than that. Especially going into year 2. There are third-round picks for a lot of teams that start for their teams right away. For you, you're getting a year to develop and grow like we knew you would. You got to step up to the plate and carve out a role for yourself. And he hasn't done it, and it's frustrating as somebody who likes his skill set, likes his potential. And then to cap it off, you already said, I mean, Jerome Ford, man, I mean, I was kind of looking away doing something before that play happened, and I looked back and I was like, oh, Nick Chubb's run in, and then I was like, oh no, that's 34, not 24. Like the way that he runs, the posture, it was like, man, he kind of looks like Nick Chubb running out there, the way he runs, that decisiveness and power, and he's very explosive. And so I very much think we could be seeing the best draft pick that we've taken from this draft, obviously besides Cade York. Thank you very much. So besides Cade York, I mean, which we haven't really seen him, so we can't judge anything yet. But no, Jerome Ford looks amazing. I love his potential. Love what he's given us so far, and I'm really excited to see what else he can do tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Tony, I'll go to you next. What have you seen so far? What do you like?
Definitely terrifying start to the game. Obviously, like you got to remember it is preseason, but when your $240 million quarterback makes a Baker Mayfield type throw, and then the curse of Anthony Schwartz. I tweeted out every time Anthony Schwartz makes a mistake, somebody gets severely injured. The Baker thing, that mistake there where Nick Harris hopefully did not tear an ACL, which unrelated to the Browns. Zach Wilson had a very awkward landing in that Jets game, and his season may be done, and we do play the Jets early on in the year, so that is something to look out for. But sloppy on offense until the backups came in. I had a lot of, I don't want to say anxiety about Josh Dobbs, which I've now calmed down on because he looked great. Beautiful jump really out there from Ford to stretch that long run out. I'm really impressed by him. Doesn't surprise me. I expected him to be decent, and I think it just confirms the fact that everyone's been saying for a while, if he stays at this, he is the Kareem Hunt replacement in this situation. Great way to end the half. Martin Emerson, amazing, just strong play to rip that ball away and run it back to the end zone. Cade York kind of scaring me. His kicks are wanting to go a little left every time. It seems like
don't you dare start.
Maybe something to watch out for there. I'm gonna get Michael Cozy fired up. But yeah, other than that, just sloppy start, and they really picked it up towards the end of the half. The Jags, this is their second preseason game. I'm not shocked they came out a little more, firing all cylinders. They kept their ones in longer. And bias, yes, but Isaac Rochelle has impressed me.
He's looked very good. Absolutely.
That's really all I gotta say. If you want to move it on to Cozy.
Yep, Cozy. I'm gonna let you take it. Your boy Martin Emerson made a play to end the half. Great play, ripping that ball away. Cade York, he's looked solid so far. So, Cozy, what's your thoughts?
I'm going to be honest with you. Start of the game, wow, that was bad. Like, we're not talking like bad. Like, we're talking like 0-16 Browns looking bad.
Dysfunction.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, they did not look on the same page. Deshaun looked awful. I mean, he's going to have to get used to every single stadium he goes into. The whole stadium is going to boo him. It's not going to be like a normal kind of crowd for quite a while. Everyone's going to boo him. There's never going to be, it's going to take 2 to 3 years before we get past that. He's going to have to adapt to that or he's done. And I understand we want to talk about the mind block there and nerves and things like that. And it's his first game in well over a year and things like that. But come on, man. Like, you've had practices. You've looked pretty good in practice. But you looked awful tonight. And I get it. You hit Anthony Schwartz wide open for a guaranteed first down, and the dude dropped it. But it was just bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just bad. I don't know how else to go at it other than that. I'm not blaming everything on Deshaun because obviously there are 10 other players on the field. DPJ looked really bad too. Like, DPJ missed a lot of blocks. I will say this. Are they ever going to call a flag on Jacksonville? Like, are the referees just not going to call flags on other teams? Because Perrion Winfrey got held bad, and we got called for defensive holding.
He's been getting double teamed too. You notice that?
Yeah, I have. And I'll tell you who was the most impressive of the night. Alex Wright. Alex Wright
really
was. I was very impressed by Alex Wright. Alex Wright had a few plays where he made some good pressure on the quarterback, good plays upfield. I was very impressed with Alex Wright. Obviously, Isaiah Rochelle.
Halftime is over, by the way.
It's Isaac, not Isaiah.
Or Isaac. That was my next point. Isaiah Woods. Sorry. Isaiah Woods. He was really good as well.
Who are you talking about?
Am I talking about the defensive end from Oklahoma, Isaiah Woods?
Isaiah Thomas. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated right now.
I apologize, folks. Cozy's 90 years old and has dementia.
I know. Well, that's fine. Tony, at least I don't look like I'm 90. Cinnamon beard.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going daggers right now. So,
hey,
you're the one.
If anyone cares, 8-0 Guardians in the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say this. This will be my last, and I'll wrap it up.
Time is officially over. Yes.
I'm very upset with what happened, but at the same time, it's like you can't be that upset because yes, it is a preseason game, and yes, they've already played a preseason game. But I will say this. The second string played a lot against a decent amount of Jacksonville's first teamers, and Jerome Ford
looks
great. Hit the hole very well. But did you notice our offense?
Sack. Isaiah Thomas.
There we go.
Sorry.
Our offense is totally different when Josh Dobbs is in there and when Deshaun's in there.
Yeah.
Why? So let Stefanski call his offense. Why are we changing it for Deshaun? I know Deshaun's great, and everything that I've heard is he's great. He looked terrible. Then we went to our other offense. We went to our normal offense, and we looked like a competitive football team. So that's how I'll end it. But
Yep. So everybody, thank you for checking us out here at halftime. We will be here after the game is over to give more of our reactions. I know we can't really go into too much depth here with a quick 15-minute video, but thanks to all you guys for coming up to talk. We'll see, man. What I want to see in the second half is I want to see more of a buttoned up, not just offense, but even defensively. The soft zone is ridiculous. And to your point here, yes, it is a preseason game. That is true. But the whole point of the preseason is to test out and see what you're good at, what you're not good at. And seeing Joe Woods go back to such a heavy zone, soft zone defense is very concerning to me personally. But nevertheless, we will be here after the game is over. So be sure to come back and join us and we can talk more. Thank you, Tyler. I believe that's Tyler. Love you too, brother. So, yep, we'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody.